In a quiet suburban street, a shiny red 1967 Mustang turned heads. But for Karen, the nosiest neighbor in town, it wasn't admiration. It was obsession. She wanted it for her spoiled son. What she didn't know was that this car's owner wasn't an easy target. This was the perfect neighborhood. Lawns trimmed sharp, houses standing identical, and an HOA sign at the entrance reminding everyone who held control. On a calm, sunny afternoon, children laughed on bicycles, and the world felt picture perfect. I stood in my driveway, polishing my pride and joy, a 1967 Mustang. Every shine of chrome carried years of love and care. To me, it wasn't just a car, it was a piece of my life. But peace never lasted long with Karen around. She stormed across the street, her spoiled teenage son in tow, and pointed at my Mustang as if it already belonged to her family. Her words cut sharp. That car should be my son's. Her son leaned close, his greedy eyes glued to the hood, ready to touch what wasn't his. I stepped forward, folding my arms like a guard at a fortress. Karen exploded. "You're wasting this car. My son deserves it." Her voice was sharp, commanding, as if I was supposed to obey. I met her glare with calm silence, then said one word. "No." Her son pouted, his pride cracked, while Karen's face burned red. She wasn't used to rejection. But I wasn't about to bend. She wasn't done. The very next day, I watched her from my porch pacing angrily on her phone. I knew exactly who she was calling. Soon, a patrol car rolled into the neighborhood. Neighbors peeked from windows, whispers filling the air. Karen had brought in backup. She pointed at my Mustang like it was stolen property, yelling loud enough for the street to hear. Her son smirked behind her, convinced victory was theirs. I stayed calm, then slowly reached into my pocket. What I pulled out silenced everything. My badge. Chief of Police. The officers froze, shock written on their faces. They weren't dealing with just another homeowner. They were standing before their superior. Karen's jaw dropped. Her son's smirk collapsed into fear. The victory they thought they had slipped away instantly. The officers turned, their patience gone, and looked at Karen with clear annoyance. She stammered excuses, but her power play had shattered. The neighborhood watched her empire crumble in real time. The officers laid into her, warning her for wasting police resources. Her son shrank, embarrassed, while Karen stood humiliated, her pride stripped bare. I leaned casually against my Mustang, smiling as neighbors whispered from their porches. Justice was unfolding, and I didn't have to lift a finger. Defeated, Karen grabbed her son's arm and stormed off. He stumbled behind her, face red with shame. The street finally felt lighter without their arrogance. Karen had learned a hard truth. Respect cannot be shouted into existence, and it cannot be demanded. Respect is earned. And my Mustang? It remained exactly where it belonged, shining as a symbol of patience, authority, and quiet strength.